I will be loading some spin and goes today and showing you guys and hopefully explaining everything I'm doing, all the tips and tricks I've learned over the years of playing spin and goes. Started with €100, currently at around 900. So yeah, going pretty well. Very soft games, very easy to play. Yeah, let's see what we get today. Obviously, any questions, feel free to drop them in. Let's see. Put up a 25. Get the AC on a bit here. Malta still very, very warm. Alright, let's see. Just warm up with one. Definitely advising in terms of poker rather than diving right in. Spins are really thick and fast. It's good to get your brain into the pace of the game. Limp did obviously not work this time. Just full screen it. The limp call, his flop does hit him a decent amount, but I'm still going to take a stab. Don't know anything about Richard. Pretty nice pot for us to win there. It's twice in a row. I think I will. Kind of sucks. He did it pretty quickly. I probably could have just limp folded that one. He's been pretty active. It's twice he's 3-bet shoved now. Twice he's 3x me. I mean, it's only 4 or 5 hands. You could just have hands. Always bear that in mind. It's going to feel sometimes like people are really have it every time. This one obviously going in. No need to limp or do anything else. Ace X offs just want to be shoved. I think now we're at the stack depth. We will add in another game since our decisions will be pretty easy. Definitely hoping for shoves now with queens. Let's go, Richard. Let's go. I think to make it not super obvious, I'm going to go with 2.5 instead of a bit of a lower size. Nice, Richard. Thank you. 8's dream scenario. Let's get that double in the bag. I think I will start playing a bit tighter against RP 1992. Obviously a good flop for us. I don't think he's going to be able to fold too much. He seems pretty aggro so far, so yeah. Now I will just let him continue. What happened to him in raise? He should bet a lot of his 8s. He's probably got some sort of king high. So he actually hit a 7. It's surprising that he doesn't try to bet that turn there and try and... It's very strange that he doesn't bet the turn there. The old 9 high. I'm not going to check raise really that often. I'm not going to check shove, so... What was the bloody doing here? I think we need to make notes. Min raising, king 3 suited, doesn't even take a stab. using some shorthand for the notes. Okay, there are some draws here. I'm going to have to call one. I should have called that queen 7 suited. Okay, let's see. Diamonds gets there, but I expect him to bet the flop with these. He bet pretty quick, which is something I don't like. Is he going to bet jack this quick? It's basically a jack or nothing, so I think we will call this one. Yeah. Pretty nice with a 4-2 bluff there. Thanks to raise limits this RP. So from what we've seen so far. Doesn't elect to that time. I think we're going to just take a very bet line on this one. Obviously calling the min raise. It's not a great turn for us. He has checked it, which is a bit strange. I'm going to be shoving the ace 8. I do block some of the straights, which is good for us here. We'll end up having a couple of 2 pairs, but I think we're okay. So I've been raising 2 pair there. I don't think we're going to get into fold on the river. Gonna try it again against RP. Equities can change drastically on this Jack 7-8 board. What I mean by that is your hand strength will change quite a lot on lots of turns and rivers. We'll value bet this one at that stack depth. He bet, okay, so I'm gonna check. Well, could conceivably raise, but I think just calling against the min raise, and that 2 is such a perfect card. There's way less chance he has a 2 now. It's a horrible river on the right hand side. Can't really get much value, so I'm going to go for a small bet and see if we can get a king high or something else to call. Maybe he just bluff shoves. Min raise. Well, I'm going to see a flop with this. Not going to shove. One BB. If I have all the suiteds, I kind of want to call. It's so cheap though. I'm gonna call again. Yeah, I can't call now. Looks like he was just trying to milk me there. Jack 6, playing as a limp. Should be winning with a 3 here. Alright, let's go. Let's get this win. King 3 easy shove at this stack depth, 5pb. Get a call from queens. Well, could see worse holdings. This is a really sucky size. 3pb, 7. I think we're going to call this one. Alright, queen 10 suited. Nice and pretty. Let's see a flop. Well, we're calling. Alright. Good flop for us. Let's go. No joy. No joy. Down and short stacked in both. Easily come back, maybe not on the right hand side. Or the left hand side, we'll have to buy in again on both. Not the best start, bricking both, but both were minimum buy-ins, minimum spins. So, always okay to brick those. See what else we get. Limp on the button. Probably going to assume this is not a competent player. I still expect him to bluff a decent amount, 994, but I'm not really going to check raise. Can't really check call. I'm going to value bet the King Jack 3. It hits the small blind range quite well. There's not that many flushes they can have, like Queen 10, Queen 9 suited, 10, 9, 10, 8 suited. Check this one back. Just call rivers. Okay. Okay. So there was a lot more combinations than we suspected. This guy is obviously not a good player. 5-8. Definitely don't recommend calling 5-8 suited from the small blind. Very nice board for us here. I'm going to make a small bet, want him to continue with a wide range. Nice check shove would be great. And he does call. There's not going to be too many sevens in his range. Do I want to make a small bet or do I want to continue? I just think he doesn't have very much. We're going to have to give him a chance to bluff and we will call. That's why I bet really small on the flop. I just think he's going to have to continue with hands like that. That's why we want to keep them in. It's going to get a bit sucky from Jane Eyre here. Best case scenario here and protect the equity. Okay, he's checked. I'm just going to check again. He might bluff this. We've already put him as a really bad player, so he might be tempted to bluff that. He's king, so he just did have a strong hand. Could maybe shove that river for value against that type of player. But I think since he's shown the 10-5 suited, he's going to be a lot wider than the strong hands there. I think we're going to take a turn on that. Hits the ranges too hard. Definitely shoving this against this guy. We could likely be ahead here, and I want to really raise off my equity, so... Alright, heads up. Do I want to bluff here? That's the question. I just think we're ahead given what we saw from the small blinds, so good job. That's interesting. A lead on this board, definitely unorthodox. With this hand, I just don't see any reason to continue. If I had Jack of Clubs, I would maybe consider it. Alright, this is getting raised. Alright, classic flip. Against this guy I'm definitely raising. That's not good. Not a good start so far. Not a good start with these all-ins. Things can only get better. Right, let's go TML, get this in. Alright, but it's obviously getting shoved. We'll just time down a little bit. Always good to work on the timing. Make sure you keep your things a bit consistent. Good players will pick that up. Standard C bet. Just going to be betting all the time. Might have to do something different in higher stakes, but in these stakes I think you can just get away with betting advance, check raise. I'm just not sure players in these levels do this often enough with like bluffing hands, so I'm just not gonna bother. This guy's an absolute whale, just raising for value. He's just going to overcall everything. Really good board for me. I just think I'm just going to check shove on him. Is he really trying to show me that he has a deuce here? I mean, I wish I had a better hand, but like whatever. A few suspect things from that guy so far. Alright, so we're definitely raising this. This guy either has a hand or he doesn't. He raised pre-flop, so we were never getting any more money. So he's going to have some floats here, suited cards, king highs. So let's see what happens. Interesting. Interesting. Checks. I doubt he's going to raise a 9 now, so let's just see if we can get some value from a king. Let's see what we get. Come on, we need to get a win in now. Well, I have to call this. Not a good start. Not winning these all-ins so far. Kings, let's go. Oh, there's another one. Just getting absolutely punished here. Not really anything to be done, just losing all the all-ins. See, okay, we've fallen. No, that's fine. Alright, come on. Got this guy again, Muxat. He's one to watch out for. Looks like he's doing some fancy smancy stuff, so we'll see what we get. Getting some very low spins as well, all 2x's. Not the dream start to the stream, but it's all good. Ace-6 suited, gonna be a fold. Okay, we've a few shoves from him now. Keep our eye on him. So generally these boards, the 4 and the 2, like, it really doesn't hit the big blind very much. They're only going to be calling the 2x, 4x suited. If you look at all the offsuits, so they're very heavily reduced in their combos. Something to pay attention to. So they're going to miss that board a lot. Well, I'm definitely going to start trying to do something. I'm going to try and put pressure on some 10 and 5x that didn't bet. I can have some flush draws. Let's see what he had. Same hand, except suited. We'll take that, I guess. Alright, let's get bet heavy against Lucky Cactus. Good turn. The thing is, he does have some like 9, 8, 9, 7. So I'm not going to be too bet happy with this. He does have some kings as well, and he's checked now. He's not really going to have 10, 6, 10, 5 too often. Wow, he did have a king. Okay, at least we put our price in. It's a bit of a thin value bet. I probably could check. But he's going to have a 6 and a 5 so often versus like some random 10x there. Alright, let's go. 9s versus 8s. Let's try and... Oh. Way! What a run out. That was funny. Try and get heads up in this 25, start getting the scales in our favor. If you haven't seen yesterday's stream, guys, World Champions of Online Poker, me and Lucky Luke covering the final session of the High Roller 5K Heads Up event number 4. Really fun, really good one to watch. So I highly suggest you catch up on that on YouTube or on Twitch. It should still be there. I'm just going to give him a chance to bluff, which he seemed to have no interest in, and I probably could have read that earlier. This is a call 12B. I think we're going to be mid-raise folding with this or shoving it. Okay, we shove. Alright, we're heads up. Let's go. Get Smux. I'd be interested to see some of his hands. Alright, okay, we're live there. That's alright. It's an okay turn. Well, not the best river. Tomorrow we're going heads up. Me and Matty in the office live. If you haven't seen that, that's always a fun one. Should be a video coming out today from last week's session of the highlights on YouTube. We will have to defend this, I think. We could be winning this with 10 high. Do we want to turn this into a bluff? I just don't think he's going to think we're capable of turning the 5x into a bluff, so I think we can take that. Let's get this win in, get the ball rolling. 3-4 is not the one we want. bit wide with my limp here. Right, I think people are going to be jamming often enough. We're going to go for a trap delay here. 4-3 suited. Looks like he's just in cool mode. Is this one I want to bluff? I've played him before, he seems like a reg, so I am going to try and take one here. What is this? C850. Cool. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8-5. Nope, no joy. Alright. Fold it this time. Well, a great board for us. We're going to get a lot of credit. He could be trapping us. Would expect so many ace-x to shove pre, so he's going to have a really, really strong trap here. He's thinking about it. I think we're just going to jam. His range is 2 capped, so wow. Wow, and he calls us with the jack. Yeah, I mean, I said he probably has traps, but I think once that comes out, I mean, to call us there, maybe he just can't let go. Or know something about us. Oh, come on. No joy. I guess we got punished for our big bluff there. But we put a lot of pressure on the jacks. A lot of pressure. It just didn't work out. He's going to have so many worse hands there as well. Even though that would be considered extremely wild, I think it's not too bad. Yeah, only 2 X's so far in the 25s, but that's fine, we haven't won any of them. Not the best board. Pretty easy check fold. Jacks, hoping for some action. Nope. We'll be calling Bubby. He shoved pretty quickly, but not really much we can do here. Hits the jack. Yeah, it's about the story of the stream so far. No joy in these all-ins, really. Losing a good chunk of them. If I was suited and booted, I would probably call here. King 7 suited, pretty sure it's going to be in. Alright, this is getting barreled for sure. Too shallow to be calling 6-5. a bit raggy, so I'm going to start folding some hands I would ordinarily try and call against unknowns. He's king, time for the double up. Alright, nice spot there against the king jack. This board hits a lot. We'll be going for a check range. Do I start turning this into a bluff? I think we can. Not a good flop, not a good turn. He starts betting now, he can have some clubs. I'm just going to have to call. Chopping with the ace-8, obviously not so good. Okay, and everything gets there now, so pretty clear fold on the river. He has a king anyway, so... King 4 suited, a bit loose, a bit wide. Alright, heads up again, guys. Let's see if we can get this done. I'm going to go for one straight off the bat. See if we can get it in. And we do. Nice little pickup. Going to do the same with the queen 2 off. It's really not a good board. It's a really good turn though. And just calling, I don't think we need to raise. That's an awful river. Flush gets in, jack gets in. Those are going to be some of his bluffs on the turn. Don't really think there's much we can do here. I mean, what does he just randomly bluff? 6 gets there. I mean, he's not just doing this with 5-2, 5-4, so pretty clear fold. It's like almost no hand. Alright, this will be going in. Pretty easy to get in. Fold, fold, fold. Alright. Come on, now we want the jam. Easy decisions for us. Yeah, let's go. Got to flip again and hitting again. 5BB calling the king 5. Yeah, we're really getting punished at the moment. We do take the king 5-1. So we are heads up there. And again, another 2x and 25. Save the higher spins for our wins, eh? Just taking a heavy bet line. Alright, not going to do anything. Good flop for us. Good flop for the 8-2. Definitely putting some pressure on here. Betting a bit bigger. I don't really want calls or anything. So we do get called. King 10-4. Thing is with these boards, when the second pair is so high, we're just not getting many turn folds. So I'm just not going to barrel there at all, especially with this hand. And he checks, so. Queen 5 suited. Alright, not a bad board. Bets 1 BB. Could be chopping a lot now with a 5, which is interesting. Yeah, so it was actually a bit of a sucky card for us. Get called. We're crushed again here. Yeah. This is where you got to keep the tilt under control. I think we've lost every single game so far. Been 36 minutes. So, yeah, this is a good showcase and test of the tilt factor. Okay, we will be going for the raise this time. Interesting river. He's gonna have some 10-9, Jack-9, Jack-10. He's pretty much saying, I have a straight, right? Call. What does he limit call? 6x. Bet quickly. I'm really tempted to call this one. Is he betting 2 pair this quickly? I don't think so. So it's basically 6x or nothing. So what? Okay. Oh, that was comical. Alright, double up there, just what we needed. I'm super surprised by that. It's pretty loose by me, but I think like 6, it's really 6x or nothing. I mean, what did he call us with? Was it again? It was King 8 off. We showed the 7-3, so. Okay. Gut shots. So, reducing the equity didn't help us there so much, but we do hit 2 pair. That reverse. He instantly checks. He didn't even think about betting, so I think we will try and take it away. If you thought a bit more about the check, I would be very tempted to check back myself, but players, when they have flushes, I mean, they don't generally just snap check. They at least think about it. I'm going to raise get this in against the small blind. Let's hope Hondo Wayne is barrel happy here. Yeah, this is not a great board. And he has shown the capability to be a bit wild, so. Alright, this is a good river for him to bluff, so let's see if he follows through. We'll just have to check raise and hope he has an ace. That's it, Wayne. That's it. He's definitely not gonna put what I have in my range, so. Great turn for us. It does hit some of his straights as well. Some Queen 8, Queen 9, 9-8. He obviously has better flushes, but at this stack depth we are not even going to think about that. I think it just folded. A7, let's go! Let's go! Winning the flip this time, and no outs for him. Like to see that in the turn. Let's get heads up against Bogdan, who had that interesting move earlier. Has some timing tells, so I think we're gonna see some interesting stuff from here. That's twice been shoved on. Not really loving that. Bogdan, I think we all shoved a King 5 suited. Alright, let's go. 10-9. Obviously really poor player. Let's put him as a fish. And we got our first win of the session. It was 2x, but at this point we will take it. Yeah, this is going to be a barrel heavy board. I say that, and this is one of the ones that I'm not sure we are going to barrel now. He doesn't bet. We can beat a 2. I'm not sure we can get a 3 to fold now that we've checked the turn. He's going to have some king highs that we do beat, so I mean, he does have the straight, and he's overcalling there. Many weak players do this. They call way too many 4x and 2x heads up on these boards. You definitely shouldn't be doing that, and therefore I probably should barrel this turn more than I actually am. You'll see in the solvers it definitely says not to call every 4 and 2x there. King 10, you have to fold this one. We will raise. Under Wayne, all in. I mean, he could just bet like 5 here, and it would have the same thing. So it makes me think he's kind of got it. That 8-9-3 really hits the limp call range. And he has a bet. Could give myself some equity protection against his random 2 cards that just don't want to continue, so I think I will do that in case it just has some check folds, which I'm doing. If I get 2 overs to just check fold here, don't have a club, then I'm doing pretty well. So 9's gonna go in. Good turn for us. I think we're going to try and get him off the chop. Oh my god. We value towned ourselves there. We are getting some of these interesting ones. Hondo Wayne is going to be tempted to call with a 6 and a 7 here. Just going to make it slightly over pot. I think he's going to be tempted to call. He seems like he's going to 1-2. But not so easy to do in game if you've only got a 7x or a 6x, even if you want to. 7BB, 7BB. I think I am just going to go for this. And if he wants to call me with a 3 or a 2, he can, and I guess he does. He doesn't shove that pre, which is very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. It was a bit bluff heavy there, but I think we look pretty strong. Guessing with the king 3 suited. He shoved it all in. This one is going to have to be called. Alright, we're live. Nope, no joy, but good on the right hand side, so we do take one of them. Alright. Pretty miserable session so far. Down like 150, is it? Getting this muxer in a lot of games. Bet for value here. Do I want to raise this and take on the button? I think I'm just going to go into check call mode now. Just allow him to put some bluffs. RRA is going to have some diamonds. Why doesn't he bluff the flop? He gets there with an 8, so I'm going to have to go into check call mode. Now he pots. I mean, this is just not fun. What's he check the flop with? I just have to call it. I know what the hell he's doing. Jack 8, great. Going for equity protection here against diamonds. .5x. It's pretty close, but I think I'm gonna fold that one. Against spin raise, I call. Shoving the king 9. So this one, jack 8. Yeah, that really blew. Really blew. Come on. Well, we're definitely going to have to start doing something here. Queen's in, obviously. Come on, criminal. Let's get the call. No. King 4 suited, gonna be limping. 4BB. I think we're gonna continue versus this. Gonna have some limp traps, so I mean, it's totally fine. This looks so nutted when we have like 15 BB, but not really much we can do. I mean, ace 8, that's just pretty horrible. So let's tag this as a bit of a fish. Maybe they were trying to make us fold some hands with that strategy. Be interesting to see. 3xing on the button. Can also probably label as quite a weak player. Let's go. Let's get some shoves from some underpairs. Oh, okay, we'll take this flop. And we are going to make it small. Cool. He's not going to have really almost any 2x here. It'd have to be like a few of them that are suited, so we're just going to try and keep his range in. There's only one card to come, make him do something stupid on turns. Alright, nice setup there with the ace king, ace 5. Heads up against Muxa. This one will be going in. Alright, Elim cool, trapped us. Flip time. Let's go. Hooray! We hit the queen. We take a win. That's exactly what we need. Be shoving the a7. Time to get some wins under the belt. Let's move them this way around. Limp calling king 7. It's just too strong. Checks. I am going to go for a bet here. This hits our range quite hard. You can have some traps, you can have some 9s, some 10s that make this difficult. He's going to have some ace queen, ace king as well. One BB. I really don't know whether he's just trying to keep it small and whether he would just call any raise anyway. I don't think players are, if I raise there, could barrel. That would be an interesting one. I could flop for us here, half pot. I'm not liking this sizing. It's a turn that we have to continue on pretty often. Check, check, he snap checks. I think we just have to get some ace-x to call here, looking like we're a missed flush. I think any 10x is going to jam us here, so I think we're just going to have to try and get some value from some of the worst holdings. We do get a call. We're not going to get much value. Maybe he has like queen 9 or queen jack that decides to call that size. Hopefully he does. Or at least has 10, but no. Alright, we're looking pretty strong in the 25 now. It'd be good to get one of these in. Start clawing back. Let's go, collar. Alright. Oh. Not a good setup. Pretty good board for us. Just not wasting time in either, just going to get it in. Don't want him to check back some random spades and overs. Not the best turn. I'd rather have like 3-10 or king 3 here than 3-2. Alright, heads up in the 75. Getting 3-bet from the off. He snap checks. Which means we're probably not getting any value anyway, so I think we'll just go for it. Prefer a club in my hand, but I think we have to go for that one. He's pretty capped. This I don't like. I'm just going to be giving up. Now I think we can take a stab. Alright. He calls. Just looks like he has a 10. That's... I just don't think he's going to fold here. Some interesting spots for sure. Gonna bet for value here. I don't expect... He might have some traps, but he should be raising like aces, queens, etc. pre-flop. Oh, this I have to call. I have a lot of misbluffs here. 7-6, 7-5, Jack 9, Jack 10. He's gonna have to call pretty often with his hands. So it's definite value bet spot. Like I said, he shouldn't have too many traps. Check pretty quick, so great river will just be betting hard. Well, obviously getting this in. I'd rather see top pair, but we'll take it. Alright, and we get the 75 in. We'll make the last two games. See what we get. See if we get some big spins. 7-3 suited. No, just the 2x. But money is money. Predict a 5 or a king from this. He has a jack. Okay, fair enough. Queen, pretty easy shove. Alright, got him dominated. Double up, looking good in the $10. Claw back some of these losses. Nice spike on the river. Alright guys, last two games. See if we can get it in. Oh, we got a nice 100 here. 10x from the 10. That would actually put us back into some profit for the session. So let's go. Let's see if we can get this one in. Alright, easy shove here with the 4s. Shoving basically all ace-x, all pairs. No, we got another limp. Interesting. He really thought about that one, but we're not going to do anything different. Pocket pairs. Oh, he limp calls. Wow, that's why he was thinking so hard. Wow. Okay, that was pretty lucky for us. We had all the crappy luck in all the other games, and then in the 100 we managed to get some luck there. Swings and roundabouts, that is poker. Not won it yet though. Let's see. I don't want to blow a pot. Just gonna call. Good river for us. He's going to be tempted to bluff some of his spades. Well, we're calling this size, so. We'll be delay betting the Queen Jack. Instant check. It's going to make it pretty tough for him here. Alright, got a flush draw. Ah, no joy. That one's done. Just a 100 to go. Could raise this for value, but I will just check. We'll be check calling. He doesn't bet, which is a bit strange, but I don't know anything about him. You will see some fish do this. I'm just going to see what he does. I really don't know what he's doing. Alright, well, we're definitely betting for value now. I'm even going to bet bigger. Just hope he calls with some pair. He does. Let's see what he was doing. 8-9. So he hit the river, so he doesn't get fit or fold, which will help us against this guy. He's got nothing. Just hoping he hits or bluffs. I think I'm even going to raise against the 3 here. It's less likely he has an 8 than the 3 obviously, so let's hope he calls. If we get shoved on, we're obviously losing. Wow. Nice to get this one in. After such a shaky start, get the profit back. I'm just going to take a very heavy bet line against this guy. He just seems a bit weak passive. Not going anywhere here. Obviously a great turn, we think. He can still have some king out ace hearts. Okay, so he checks. I think we just go big. I hope to get called by a king, an 8, or a heart. So he has ace jack, which is a really obviously horrible call. Ace 10, let's go to get the win and the profit for the session. Oi, a perfect end to what was such a shaky start. I think that's a key lesson in just keeping your composure in these games. I think we lost like for 35 minutes straight. We lost like every single game. So yeah, you've just got to keep going, guys. Like, just don't look at the results. Don't let it affect you. Keep the decision making the same. Not so easy. I remember when I first started playing, like everyone else, I would get annoyed, get frustrated. It's really important to keep the self-awareness. That is one of the biggest skills in poker. If you can do that, realize when you're feeling frustrated, makes a big difference. Hope you got some value from today's stream. If you did, please hit follow, subscribe, check out on YouTube Poker Deals. If you search, you'll see all our previous streams, commentary from yesterday, and tomorrow we are going heads up, me and Matt in the office, live for your viewing pleasure. All whole cards exposed, and we're live on a Zoom call. So join us tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. CET. Socials, Instagram, Facebook, Poker Deals Official. If you check our handles out, I'm sure you'll enjoy the content. Yeah, hope you